December 1999, I joined HSBC right after my graduation. I was excited to work in my first job in this reputed bank, especially with my expertise in finance. HSBC had its own unique culture, great hospitality towards their customers, not compromising the banking values. After several years and an MBA from Singapore in 2005, I joined a software company in US. This company had a different culture, a mid-sized company in a different country, new area of expertise again. It definitely was a taste of two different cultures that I experienced. You might be wondering what my work experience has to do with astrology. Namaskaraha, I'm Archana Murthy, a professional astrologer with 18 years of corporate experience and striving to spread awareness of the capability of astrology to you all. Today, I will be simplifying the basic terms in astrology. I'll break down some fundamental astrology terms using a real world analogy so that by the end of this video, you can relate to these concepts when you hear them in an astrological reading or when you decode your own chart. Most of the times, I see clients getting confused by the terms and not focusing beyond those terms, especially when I get into analysis and remedies. So to make it easy to understand, let me start. In my journey from HSBC to another company, I saw different cultures. These companies are nothing but Rashis in a chart. Just like HSBC had its own culture and the software company had a completely different one, the 12 Rashis in astrology each have a unique personality. If I had joined City, I would have experienced a very Aries-like culture, true driven, sales oriented, everyone focusing on leading. So when you hear Rashi, think of it as the culture of a workplace. It sets the tone for everything that happens within it. That's Rashi for you. Now within HSBC, I worked in various departments. Teller, foreign exchange department, customer service, etc. Again, even here, every department had its own goal. The teller section was all about precision and accuracy. The forex department focused on legal compliance and exchange rates. Customer service aimed at giving the best experience to the clients. This is exactly how Bhavas or houses work in astrology. Each house in your horoscope represents a specific area of life: education, career, marriage, health, etc. In your chart, if Aries is the first house, then the Aries will have multi-focus. Its own nature will get combined with the goals of the first house. In this case, you will naturally have Aries traits: bold, independent, action-oriented. But if Aries is the fifth house, then leading in education could become the focus for you. That's Bhava for you. At the bank, I brought my own culture, discipline and value systems to the company. This is exactly how Grahas function in astrology. They bring their own unique energy to the Rashi and Bhava they are placed in. For example, Guru in Mesha brings in knowledge, expertise, orderliness to the natural leader in Mesha, whereas Shani in Mesha would bring in a procrastination attitude and a bad language into the leader in Mesha. When I joined HSBC, it was a perfect fit for me as I had a finance background. I enjoyed working in the banking world. Similarly, a planet thrives in only one place in the horoscope. This is where it is at its best. It shines and provides its best work. This is called exaltation. For example, Sun is its best in Aries, enhances leadership, confidence and clarity. In this case, we say Sun is exalted in Mesha. The same goes for Chandra, where it is at its best in Taurus. It provides emotional stability, comfort and a nurturing personality. These are examples of exaltation points. On the other hand, a friend of mine hated banking. She struggled because the work didn't align with her skills. Hence, she didn't enjoy working, had different goals which didn't match with the bank's culture. This is what happens when a planet is debilitated or weak. Debilitation is where a Graha feels misaligned when it is in a zodiac sign that blocks its true nature and weakens it. For example, Shani is weak or is debilitated in Mesha. Mangala is debilitated in Kataka. that was exaltation and debilitation concepts for you. While I was working in the clearing department, I had an amazing teammate. I enjoyed working with her and had the best conversations. We worked well together, supported each other, and got the job done efficiently. This is how it is when a Graha finds its own friend within a house where they bring the best out of each other. This is a good conjunction where planets in the same house enhance each other's strengths due to their friendship. But imagine working with a colleague who constantly argues, undermines you, and creates tension. When multiple planets in the same house don't fit in well with each other, you get a bad conjunction, which is also called affliction. That's Mangala for you, always at war with any Graha. Mars in conjunction with almost any planet brings aggression and competition. Mangala being at war with other Grahas is technically called Graha Yuddha or planetary war in astrology. And Mangala being the commander-in-chief always wins. This concept of multiple Grahas posited in one house is called conjunction. Like you saw, it can be good or bad depending on the friendship between the Grahas. At Genpact, I had two managers. One was my direct supervisor technically and another one was a dotted line manager who still influenced my work. You could have more than one person having a say on your work. Similarly, planets don't just impact where they are placed, they aspect other houses too. Aspecting is where a Graha from its position influences other houses or Grahas, adding its own energy, either positive or negative. This is how aspects or drishti works. Drishti is a Sanskrit term for aspect. For instance, Shani in Mesha aspects three places, the 3rd, 7th and 10th houses from it. This will affect all the Rashis and Grahas present in these houses. But not all Grahas have the same power. A few Grahas aspect only one house, such as Surya and Chandra. Sun and Moon only aspect the 7th house from where they are placed. Understanding aspects helps in seeing the hidden influences shaping a horoscope. So that's the gist of what a Rashi, a Bhava, a Graha, conjunction, exaltation, debilitation and aspect is. I share this knowledge so that you will not get confused when you get your horoscope analysis done and are better equipped in understanding the logic behind the horoscope. The horoscope may look complicated and chaotic with so many variables, but there's a method to this and I hope you understand and find value in it. Now you can see why astrology is so detailed. A proper analysis isn't just about knowing your Rashi, but understanding the Bhava it falls in, which Graha is influencing it, who it is sitting with, that is conjunctions, who is aspecting it, and we haven't even touched nakshatras yet. 27 asterisms which has its own influence. It's very interesting with the various permutations and combinations on how it can guide us. My aim, as I always say, is to simplify and make you aware of this wonderful science. See you in the next video where I will explain the sun's role and what it brings to the table. If you want to understand the fundamentals such as how many Rashis are there or how many Grahas are there, etc., watch the videos in my orientation series. Like, share and subscribe for more astrology insights. Dhanyavadaha.